B&B Entertainment here, and today I am doing a tier list of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre movies tier list. Now, there is 9 of these, I believe. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yes, and the new one that just recently came out is on here too, because I have watched that one. This might be a pretty quick video, but let's just go ahead and jump straight into it. The original Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Now that one was really good to me. I really thought it was really scary when I was younger, when I first watched it. But now it's not as scary, but it's still a good movie. So overall, I'm going to go ahead and give this one the top. Yes, for sure. Now, Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2, this is where you get to the silly side of things, because they pretty much took a horror movie and made a parody of it in a way. Because if you look at the cover, it's pretty much the Breakfast Club, but Leatherface in them. Anyway, they had some pretty cool moments, like in there, I guess, where Chop Top, he's like one of our favorite character of everybody's. But I just didn't really give a crap about this one. I would give it best. I would probably give it at least a C, because it's bearable, But it's just one of those movies like you watch and you're like, what the hell? Anyway, the next one, I believe, Leatherface. I can't read it. Texas Chainsaw Massacre, I believe it's 3. Can't remember which order these were in, but anyway, this one was just, I think it was worse than the two. So I'm gonna go ahead and lower it down to possibly E. Now we're getting back to the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the Next Generation. Had a great cast in it, and I just recently watched some clips out of it, and just what the hell were they doing with this movie, Because you had Renee Zellweger, you had Matthew McConaughey, two great actors, and Matthew McConaughey was off his shit in this movie. But he did an amazing job, but he just was off his shit. And Renee, she was just going to telling Leatherface, shut up, and then he would he'd listen to her. I was like, what the hell is this, man? And they had some kind of alien connection. It was weird. I guess it's an alien connection. I don't know what the fuck it was, but I don't know. I would rate this one as a D, just because I kind of enjoyed when I was younger. I enjoyed the whole concept of everything, but the fucking characters in it, man, they the boyfriend and girlfriend. That's not Renee and her boyfriend. The other two, I forgot their name, but they were annoying as shit. And just there's some funny moments in it, so that's why I gave it a D. But it was just way off. I don't know what they expected for a Chainsaw Massacre movie. That's why I said the original, hit. But thank God, Michael Bay, for the next movie. This one was my favorite out of the whole franchise. It still is to this day. It beats them all, in my opinion. Texas Chainsaw Massacre remake. I went to watch this in theaters. It scared the shit out of me. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna put it as S. And I'm going to be the one to say it, but I'm putting it above the original. I don't care. I really enjoy that one. The guy that played Leatherface did an amazing job. It was a great cast. And Jessica Biel, she was amazing. Man, I have a fucking idea for a sequel to that. But if I was a director or a person that writes shit, it would probably happen. Because, they keep making these movies. They don't have to. So why not me, But anyway. On the next one, Leatherface, an origin story. They try to throw you off in this movie of who Leatherface was, because when he was a kid, they were killing people, and he was sent off to an asylum, and there was a bunch of kids that got out of the asylum, and there's this big motherfucker that killed everybody, and it was making you think that he was Leatherface, but it was actually the shy kid the whole damn time, and then he finally gets a Leatherface mask, and not fully, but an origin, I don't know. The story was okay, so for that I could kind of give it above the D one. So I would put it. I put it with C behind two because two was okay. All right, now we're getting to the decent parts of the tier list here. You know, the beginning. Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the beginning. This was a prequel before the remake, pretty much. So like, they use the same people. You know, like the Sheriff Hoyt. You know, R.I.P. Arlie Army. You know. They used Luda May. I think she's passed away too, so R.I.P. to her too. But if she ain't, I'm sorry. I had to redo my research. But this one had Jordana Brewster in it. If y'all know who that is, she played Fast and Furious, Dom's sister, Mia, Paul Walker's lover. You know, R.I.P. to him too, by the way, since I mentioned his name. This one was actually good to me. I really enjoyed it. Come out like 3 years after the remake did, I believe. And the ending kind of like ticked me off when I first watched it. But then I was like, well, it makes sense because it's an origin story before that one. So if you haven't seen any of these, I would say watch the original, this one, the remake, the beginning, and the new one is not bad either. So I'll get to that here in a minute. I'm going to give this one a S tier too. Yeah, because they brought the dude that played Leatherface in that one back in that one too. So they brought everybody back. They had Matt Bomer in it too. He was the love interest for Jordana Brewster's character, Chrissy. Um, it had some pretty good gore in it, kills. Now, if we're talking about the mass situation, that's a different situation on all these movies. But like I said, still to this day, the remake, the Michael Bay one, is still my favorite, and the mass situation is still my favorite on that. So, anyway, on to the next one, Texas Chainsaw 3D. Now, don't get me fucking started on this movie. I'm a person that really liked it when it came out. It came out in 2013. I really liked this movie. I don't know why. I went to the theaters and watched it, and I was like, wow, it's pretty good. I rewatched some of the shit on there. I don't know what I was thinking because this movie is beyond me of what a Texas Chainsaw Massacre could be. There's a lot of flaws in this movie. And don't get me started with the fucking actors in it because they are horrible. They were almost as bad as the Texas Chainsaw generation with Matthew McConaughey and all them. And I ain't saying the actors in general are bad. I'm saying their characters they played were bad. But man, just there's one line that killed me off with the girl said in the movie. She was like, "Welcome to Texas, motherfucker." That was a horrible, horrible, horrible line. So, man, where would I rate this? It's not as bad as the D and E. It's not gonna be an F for sure. If that was the case, I put one of them in there. But anyway, I would I'd probably give it a B because overall, it's not a terrible, terrible movie. It's just storyline too is weird. The kills were amazing in it. There were some pretty decent kills in it, so I'll give it that. It's just the whole ending idea that I did not like. I'm just gonna tell you why. Because she inherited this house, which he lived in because he's family, and that was her cousin that she did not know. And he kills all her friends, even her boyfriend. But then she finds out the town killed her peoples when she was born, a baby, and they took her and raised her, and the cop situation, or not the cop, but the dude that killed him was still alive, and he was like pretty much the bad guy instead of Leatherface in this movie. And she pretty much helped Leatherface kill him after her friends got butchered by him. Like, why would you help him, even though he's your cousin now? I'm sorry, I wouldn't. That's just me, though, But it's not a terrible movie. It just had bad writing, and I kind of don't want to put it at B. I kind of want to move this shit around, maybe. I don't know. Let me think about that here in a second. But on to the new one, Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Now, there's one complaint on this movie, for sure, that I had. I didn't like the mask, the face. Now, that's not really the whole bad part of it, because the gore in this movie was top notch, and they had this whole woke cancel culture type shit going on in the movie, and it kind of didn't make no sense, because this is supposed to be a sequel to the original movie in 1974. The thing that pissed me off was how they did Sally Hardesty, because the actress that played her died in real life, so they couldn't get her. But the girl that played her in this movie, she did a good job. She looked like her, I didn't have a problem. She's a ranger now. But they did her fucking character so goddamn bad, and it pissed me off. But I'm going to go ahead and tell you why. If you haven't seen this movie, it literally just came out. It's on Netflix, so you need to go watch it. Turn this video off. Don't listen to what I got to say. Even though I done told you some shit about it. You can expect that she's going to die. I mean, they're not going to kill Leatherface. Anyway. She's been looking for him all this time, and she finally finds him in a small ass town that he's living in, like an orphanage. I don't know what that was about, so kind of confused me on some parts. But overall, it was a good movie. But that part with Sally it threw me off. Because you're going to sit here and you're going to tell me you're going to have her look for him this whole damn time. She had the opportunity to kill him, didn't kill him, then lets him go, then tries to go kill him, then he fucking kills her. Why? Why would you do that? I need to sit my water on that. I just spilled something on my fucking leg. Anyway, it's not a bad movie. I liked the movie. The ending surprised the hell out of me. I wasn't expecting that, which was pretty dope. But I would have to rate it with the top. And I'm just going to put it there for now. These four are really good, but this one still remains the best out of all of them, in my opinion. So I might change this a little bit. I'm going to put this one F. I'm going to put Leatherface probably down. I'm going to put this one down here. This one's going to go down here with that one. I'm putting this one down here. I'm going to put this one at A. Now I'm going to keep it there. I'm going to put this one back in C. It's still decent. So, yeah, there you guys have it. Just the shit that happened in this movie. This could have been an S for me, like these. But just the way that they handled some stuff in it. The main thing was the Sally thing. They tried to do a Halloween thing where she was searching for him and she confronted him and this and that. But Halloween does it better. We all know this. But anyway, this is my tier list. I think I'm pretty excited about it. I think it's pretty good. Yeah, yes. These are my three tops. For sure. This one's up there. This one just had a better overall type vibe to it to me. It's still garbage in a way. This one could have been good if it wasn't acting all goofy. Plus his mask it didn't look good to me. But anyway, that's going to be my tier list, y'all. I hope you all liked it. If there's some in here that you don't agree with, I understand. It's why it's called a tier list. It's your tier list. Your opinion. It's what it's fun about. You can see. If you don't like this, if you want to tell me your order, put it in the comments below. Check my boy Bro Up Me out. Much love. Always stay humble. Remember that. You guys have a great day.